What's going on, everybody? It's your brand new favorite YouTuber, Mr. Do It All, and today I'm going to be talking about some sports issues. Hopping away from the movie stuff and jumping into a brand new opinion. And that's why I am Mr. Do It All. So today I'm going to be talking about the Tony Romo drama, dilemma. What do you do with him? Where's he going to go? What's going to happen? Nobody knows. Now, I am a Dallas Cowboy football fan. I've been one my whole life. And I gotta say, I've witnessed some of the worst quarterbacking play right after Troy Aikman retired. I can't even name all these quarterbacks. You got Quincy Carter, Chad Hutchinson, Drew Bledsoe, Ryan Leaf, Clint Sterner. Who the fuck are these dudes, right? And then in comes this undrafted rookie free agent out of Eastern Illinois, Tony Romo. Now, I know a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans that don't appreciate him, and that's fucking sad. You should have appreciated what he did. He brought stability to the quarterback position for this team. Now, the big question that everybody wants to know is, what should Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys do with him? And my answer is simple. You gotta keep him, or you trade him away for them draft picks. You don't cut him. I understand that, he wants to be cut. I understand where he's coming from. He wants to start. Who doesn't want to start? You've been doing this 10 years, and all he's known is to start since he became the full-time starter. And I gotta say, you kind of gotta stick it out a little bit. I personally don't want to see him play for another NFL franchise because it just brings too much hurt. I understand why some people want him gone. You have the muff field goal, 2007 divisional playoff game against the Giants. 2014, the catch, no catch. You can say that he's never had the playoff success, but he's also never had a top 10 defense in his time there. He's never had what his team had, what the Dallas Cowboys have now, which is stability along the offensive line. A great running back. He's always had the weapons, but he never has really needed the weapons. He made people like LaRon Robinson, Miles Austin. These dudes got huge contracts, and they were literally 2-year wonders. 2-year wonders. He made somebody like Terrence Williams look good. Terrence Williams, clutching the playoffs, but he still catches everything with his body. I love T-Will, but that's just the truth of the matter. I can't stand it when fans talk shit about Tony Romo, because you got to remember he was undrafted. He wasn't a top 5 pick. Not even a top 60 pick, top 100 pick. Dude was undrafted. Show the man the respect that he deserves. Some of his most important stats: game-winning drives, all-time passing leader in Cowboys history. Come on, man, don't hate on the guy. Now, if I am not a Dallas Cowboys fan and I wanted to see him go somewhere, then personally, Houston is the best fit. They have the weapons. They have an okay, probably better offensive line than the Broncos. They have Lamar Miller at running back. And they have a great defense. So does Denver. Not discounting anything that Denver doesn't have, but Denver plays in a much tougher division as well. Oakland, up and coming from last year. They're just going to get better. Kansas City is they're greatly run. Even San Diego should have won 10 games last year, but they didn't because they blew fourth quarter games. Denver is going to have a much tougher road to the playoffs than Houston. If I'm Tony, I want to play for Houston, personally. You play in the AFC South. Who's your biggest threat? Indianapolis? Defense is trash. All you have to do is worry about Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck is prone to mistakes. Yeah, Jacksonville, last couple of years they spend a lot of money in free agency, but that money in free agency never hasn't amounted to anything. That's why you see these teams, most teams that spend more money in free agency, that doesn't end up paying off. That's why you have to draft well. And what's the other team? The Tennessee Titans. Now that's a team. That's a wild card team because they have so much potential. But Houston is clearly above the rest of those teams in that division. And if I'm Tony, I'm trying to go there. If I'm Jerry Jones, I'm holding on to Tony Romo as long as I can. One of these teams is going to need Tony Romo. Now, those are the only two teams I think can personally need him, and those are the only two teams that I see him wanting to go to. The question is the cost. Now, if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm trying to get a fourth rounder at the best. You're not going to get a first rounder. You're not going to get a second rounder. Maybe a third rounder if you can drive up a bidding war between the two teams. But I'm trying to get a fourth rounder. And maybe a sixth and a seventh. Because he's worth that. He's a franchise quarterback. He's the bridge to you having your franchise quarterback. For the Broncos, that bridge is to Paxton Lynch. For Houston, that bridge could be to, I think it's Tom Savage, I believe. But if you can keep him clean in the pocket, you're gonna see 2014 Tony Romo, who should have won the MVP. You're gonna see that guy. Now you saw him last year play one game, one drive, and he looked like Tony Romo of old. That's the guy you're gonna get. Now, no team in the NFL has the offensive line that the Dallas Cowboys do. Yeah, you can say what they will. They lost Doug Free. That was the weak link. Doug Free was constantly getting beat after a while by the speed guys, but in Houston, I think he has a chance to take that team to at least. I don't think that because clearly I think New England is still the best team in the AFC, but to challenge New England or challenge Oakland, because I think Oakland's going to be great, but they can be the second or third seed in the AFC with Tony Romo, and you're talking about making noise in the AFC because the AFC is not that great except for the AFC West. So, leaving with that, where do you think Tony Romo should go? What do you think should happen? Now, if the Cowboys designate him for a post-June 1st cut, I believe it's a save. I think it's like $5 million or something. But you have that dead money. And his cap hit right now, I believe, is $17 million. So if I'm Jerry Jones, if I'm Stephen Jones, if I'm Jason Garrett, and those three guys are talking, I'm keeping Tony Romo for as long as I can until one of these teams calls me desperately and says, what can I do to get Tony Romo from you? And that's when you negotiate. So, where do you think he should go? Leave it down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as I will be doing a mini series on the NBA MVP on who kind of like a verse matchup. More sports stuff coming. I will be doing gaming stuff very, very soon. Hopefully in the next week, I believe. There will be some movie reactions coming as well. Make sure to check those out. And go ahead and check out my Justice League trailer reaction review to that. I'll catch you on the flip side.